Your Honor.
Sorry, you're Richard Vullery.
Yes.
And Mr. Vullery was previously in court on cause number 25 BCCR 1746, entered a plea of guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony. And so was it unagreed as to the type of probation, but it was agreed that you would get probation, or just unagreed?
Correct, Your Honor. It was
Okay.
agreed to probation with the court to decide the type and length.
That's what I thought. It was just the way this is worded is a little, okay. And I've received that pre-sentence report, and you both had an opportunity to review it.
Yeah, Judge.
I have, Your Honor.
Any additions or corrections?
No, not from the defense, Judge.
Judge, other than the court will recall the several times we've been here with respect to the bond issue. This is the one at the Chris Food Mart where we went back and forth on who could be employed there or not.
Yes.
With Mr. Collier, he had called and expressed concern several times. I spoke at length with the author of the PSI, Ms. Ramirez, and let her know my contact with Mr. Collier, and the court would recall that. So that she didn't have to feel like she needed to include all of that. That's why there's a little bit less of a statement from him in the PSI. Would ask that the court just take all of those factors into account and his expressed concern as well, and make sure that this individual stays away from him and also away from that location.
So I thought, though, that it got worked out where he's the one working there, not the other one.
Correct.
Right.
I believe so, but
So the
that-
remain
I guess
away
not
from the
the-
food mart, I'm not
I
gonna
guess
do.
not that, but that he remain away from the antique store that Mr. Collier may own. Is that true?
Yes,
Or do you own that?
No, ma'am, I'm wearing the device to stay away from there and.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
Get there.
do we know the address to that
I
place?
think we had it at the time of the bond.
Yeah, it's included
Magnolia.
It's on Magnolia.
exclusion for that with the GPS.
I have it.
Well, he has an exclusion for the Chris Food Mart because that's where you work.
Work, yes, ma'am.
And there was some issue at first on who got to work there, and you work there and he does not.
Right.
Okay, but this other place, I don't recall.
32 it was back in March, Judge. We had him trespass warned or admonished not to go to 3235 Pine.
Say it
Street,
again, I'm sorry, 30.
3235 Pine and 3265 Magnolia. And then at that point in time, you had 3090 Gulf, which is the food mart, which obviously
Right.
we will rescind that.
Okay.
I guess.
And these are all in Beaumont.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, anything else then?
No.
With regard to type of probation, Mr. Lewis?
Well, Judge, I know he has had some limited criminal history there, but we still would ask that the court would consider the further adjudicated probation on him. We think that definitely with his work history, working in the public and things of that nature, I think all of his history has been retail history. So which of course, if anything does change with his job history, it definitely will make it harder, of course, with a conviction involved. So we are asking that it be given a deferred conviction.
Ms. Malfino?
Judge, obviously with this history, the state would appreciate a straight probation, but more so I would like a lengthy probation. So I'd defer to what you deem is appropriate, but I would ask that it be lengthy.
So here's the thing, based on the nature of the offense and the fact that a firearm was used and exhibited, I am not inclined to give a deferred probation. I think the conviction gives us a little more control and hopefully protection with regard to the ability to possess a firearm, and that's important to me based on this. And so here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Vullery. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence. Wait, I can't do it deferred, can I? On an ag assault? Can't, yeah.
No.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
having that issue.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. Here's what I'm gonna do. Should have figured that out when we took the plea. That would have resolved some things. All right, so Mr. Vullery, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those includes, obviously, you cannot possess a firearm. at any time, at any place, for any reason. Do you understand? In addition to all of regular and whatever conditions of probation that they think are appropriate, you're also ordered that you cannot be at the location of 3235 Pine Street in Beaumont, Texas, and also 3265 Magnolia Street. Do you understand? And have no contact whatsoever with Byron Collier. So if you are anywhere else and he's there also, then you have to leave. Do you understand? Not just these two places, but anywhere else. I am obviously going to allow you. I think everything's still the same as far as I know with you working at the Chris Food Mart. That's fine. But if anything else comes up that is of concern of where he is, or if you think you're going to get violated because he's somewhere, then you need to let your attorney know, let your probation officer know. Because here's what just happened. So you have a deferred probation.
Mhm.
It wasn't what I intended to do, but I legally I have to, and it also gives me actually a lot more of kind of a hammer to hang over your head if something goes wrong. So here's what that means. Right now, you do not have this felony conviction on your record. If you successfully complete this probation, at the end of it, the case is dismissed. You'll never have this felony conviction. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, because it's a deferred probation, you could be brought back into court. You could then be found guilty of the offense, and I could send you to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is a minimum 2 years up to 20 years. Do you understand? So I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir. Good morning, ma'am. You are Treasurer Harris, and this is cause number 24, DCCR 1482. And Ms. Harris was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to unlawful carrying a weapon in prohibited place. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
I have, Judge.
I have none.
Any additions or corrections?
No, ma'am.
Judge, other than the fact that this court has already admonished her several times about not possessing a weapon and not being on the property of Lamar University, which I think she is no longer enrolled.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes not possessing a weapon. That includes if someone else has one and they hand it to you, or, I mean, this situation, you're 2 semesters away from graduating college. You know, you've got to be looking and thinking, how stupid of a decision to make, to not just do it, but let's put it all over social media. It could change your life, and it has, hadn't it? So I want you to be successful. We all do. There's no reason for any of us to think that you're not going to be successful, but it's very important that you follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. So you'll be on that 3-year deferred. If you do everything you're supposed to, this is such a great opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. Having a felony conviction will change your life in very negative ways. Lots of colleges won't even accept you. And so do everything you're supposed to on the probation. If you do everything you're supposed to, get that community service done up front, pay your fees, do everything correctly, you can even get off probation early. That happens all the time. It's going to be up to you though. So if you don't do everything you're supposed to on this probation, if you violate any condition, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, which means you'll have a felony conviction on your record, and then you can be sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 10 years. So you need to take advantage of this, because I can tell you right now, anything that has to do with guns at this point is obviously being taken extremely seriously in our county. If you're back in here and the underlying offense has something to do with a gun, even though you just held it and did whatever you shouldn't have done with it, you're likely to go to prison for a long time. So nobody wants that. So do everything you're supposed to. It's harder when you're young because your friends are going to be going out and doing certain things that you're not going to be able to do. But these are decisions that are going to affect you long term. So think long term and not short term. Okay. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you. Get those last 2 semesters done and graduate, okay? Okay. Davion Mason, are you Nasir Brown?
I'm sorry.
We were here before.
You've been here before, but you have to speak up where I can hear you.
Executing beneficiary of the trust in hand.
Of the trust of what?
Of the trust in hand, Your Honor.
Of the trust in hand? Whose
Yes.
hand? What trust?
The execution.
Did you bring a copy of it?
I wasn't able to get to the copy. I do have.
Take the glasses off. I need to see your eyes, please.
These are my prescription glasses.
That's okay. So I'm having a hard time understanding you. You need to speak up and speak clearly so that the record can be clear. You were already here and I gave you an opportunity to try to go hire a lawyer for your 2 cases. Did you get a lawyer hired?
Able to do it.
Who'd you talk to?
Made a few calls to the guy, Rafe. What's his name? Rafe King?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name again?
Who else?
That's the lawyer that I chose.
So if you chose him, you should have gotten him. I mean, he has the same, there's somebody that answers his phone every week. I understand. I know how it works. I told you to hire someone or visit with at least 3 lawyers.
Made an attempt.
You made an attempt. Okay. Did you go see Mr. Kimler? Did you make an appointment?
Able to do that.
Why not?
I'm not in a position to go back and forth in front of a lawyer that's in this state that I'm not from. This is formal age.
So here's the thing, Mr. Brown, I told you very specific instructions when you were here before that if you did not do what I asked you, then your bond would be raised and you would have to go back to jail, right?
No.
Yes, that's exactly what I say, because you've heard me say it probably 8 times already this morning. So at this time, Mr. Brown, because you did not do what I asked you to do or what I ordered you to do, I'm going to raise your bond.
Challenge subject matter jurisdiction.
That's overruled. Listen, Mr.
Yeah,
Brown, I'm raising your bond to
cannot-
$100,000 in each of your cases for not following the court order. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. You're going to make it worse if you don't.
Yeah, respectfully, this is not a fair trial.
You don't get to say respectfully and then be disrespectful. Go back with the bailiff.
She started an
Don't make me lay hands on you,
Why would you lay hands on me?
because you're not doing it, I'm telling you, now go. She's
Mr.
telling
Brown,
you that she's going
you
back.
need to go back with the bailiff. Right now, I've raised your bonds. You have to go with the
I am
bailiff.
not a threat to any officer.
You through in, Judge?
Yes, I'm through.
I am not a threat to any officer.
Let's go.
Why are hands on me?
Good morning. You're Armand Gregory. And Mr. Gregory, were you able to get someone hired?
No, ma'am. Yes.
Who'd you talk to?
We had 3 calls. I got prices for one.
Speak up, please.
I got prices for one, and Mr. Walker, I talked to Mr. Walker. Clayton, Fresh Out, and Mr. Gaines,
Who?
McLean.
Okay. And so, where are you on being able to get someone hired?
All their price was too high. Mr. Walker just told me it was too expensive, so.
Are you
yeah.
working? Why not?
I was working out of town, so I couldn't go out of town, then come back.
Gotcha. So thank you for talking to those lawyers, Mr. Gregory. I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely. You're gonna swear under oath that it's all true, and then I'll take a look at it, okay? Step in front of the clerk on the end. She'll give you that paper. Morning. Is it Tarania? I say it wrong every time. I'm sorry. Ms. Johnson, were you able to get a lawyer hired?
No, ma'am, I have a reason. Well, I did talk to 3 of them. I talked to Mr. Robos, Mr. Joseph, and Mr. Wright. But in the process of me talking to them, I had court, and they told me it was going to combine it with this court. And she told me that I was going to get an attorney appointed to me.
What other court do you have?
I had it. It was my misdemeanor. They told me they didn't want to interfere with this because it's dealing with it. So she told me they was going to combine it. But when I messaged her,
Who is that? Who told you
it's
that?
British.
Okay. So typically what that means is usually they'll handle your felony first. But you still, it doesn't get combined in one court. So I don't want you to misunderstand. So if you have a court date down there, you still have to go. So sometimes they'll do things with your cases that are kind of similar, but it's definitely 2 different things, 2 different courts. Okay.
Yes.
So, are you working? Are you able to hire someone?
Yes, ma'am, like that.
You think you'll be able to hire someone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I give you one more reset, can you get that taken care of?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so make sure when you go, let them know that you do have both of the cases, one in felony court and one in misdemeanor court.
Okay.
But this one is definitely the one, obviously, that's more serious to make sure you try to get someone hired. If for some reason you can't, talk to at least 3 others, bring me those names, and then we'll discuss your options, okay? All right, step in front of the clerk. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're Cedric Martin Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Harris, this is your initial appearance. Just a second. In cause number 26, DCCR 0421. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of burglary of a building, and that's from February 4th of 2026. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So what I'm going to do, Mr. Martin Harris, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time just to see if you can hire someone. If you do get someone hired, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do.
Yes.
If you're not able to hire a lawyer, I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options.
Yes.
If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? Step in front of the clerk right here. She'll give you a reset. How do you say your first name?
Jericho.
Jerica, and you're Jerica Holland?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Holland, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26, DCCR 0386. You're charged with a second-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from February 5th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am.
So what I'm going to do, Ms. Holland, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Good morning, you're Keyshawn Spriggs.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
look very nice this morning, Mr. Spriggs.
Thank
Mr. Spriggs, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26, DCCR 0665. You're charged with indecency with a child, and that's from March 4th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. I have a constellation on the 17th with Mr. Marcus Wilkerson.
Okay,
Yes.
so what I'll do, Mr. Spriggs, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to see if you can get him or someone else hired. If you do get Mr. Wilkerson hired, make sure you bring the reset notice that you get today to him and he'll tell you what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unable to hire him or someone else, make sure you visit with at least 3 others. You'll see that they all charge different amounts, different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step right here in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset. Good morning. You're Joshua Tyree.
Yes.
And Mr. Tyree, this is your initial appearance. You have 3 cases. Cause number 26, DCCR 0078. You're charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by felon, and that is from September 21st of 2025. And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0079, you're charged with the 3rd-degree felony of tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair, also from that same date. And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0080. Just a second. You're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of possession of a controlled substance, also from September 21st of 2025. Since you've made bond in your cases, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No.
So your indictments also allege 3 prior felony offenses, which mean all of these you will be considered a habitual offender, which means if you're found guilty, your punishment range is a minimum of 25 years up to 99 years or life in prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's very important that you try to get someone hired before that next court date. I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get somebody hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what you need to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you will go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Also, was it a requirement that you were told that you were to wear a drug patch?
Yes.
And you have that on? All right, so it's very important that that drug patch is obviously negative. I get those results. So every 2 weeks, you have to go get it changed. Make sure you get it changed on time and that it's negative. If there's a positive result, your bond's going to get raised and there'll be a warrant. You'll go back to jail, okay?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk. So when you were here last time, I had you go get a drug patch. Well, I know you did, but then you didn't go get it changed when you were supposed to.
I had fired.
What?
When I went to jail, I got fired from my job. Sorry, man.
Have a seat in the jury box. Let's get you tested this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Colbert, don't wear sweatpants to court.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's felony court. You need to dress appropriately. All right. So were you able to get someone hired?
I was told I was supposed
In Judge Raquel West's courtroom, every decision has consequences. A defendant was given a clear opportunity to hire an attorney and follow the court's instructions. Instead of complying, he returned without completing what the judge had ordered. As he continued arguing and challenging the court's authority, the atmosphere changed instantly. Judge Raquel West reminded him that he had already been warned. With no hesitation, she increased his bond to $100,000 on each case and ordered deputies